and we're dealing with this virtuous mentality and this I'm better than this mentality from the American people, when in reality, sometimes you got to get in the fucking fight. Sometimes you got to beat the shit out of people. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. Sometimes you got to do ugly shit to win. And this is one of the times where the people of America should not turn the other cheek. And they should say, this is bullshit, and we're going to not stand for it. Listen, dude, these people are enemies of America. They have infiltrated our Congress because we have failed to pay attention over the last 10 to 12 years. All right? We have radical, extreme, communist people in our Congress right now that are willing to do anything and everything to push their agenda forward. And they are not going to stop. There is going to be no, I feel bad, or we're going to slow down, or this or that, because, dude, these people understand that the pendulum is now swinging back to common sense, and they understand what's going to happen to them for all the things that they have done, specifically the last 4 years. Okay? There's going to be accountability. These people are willing to do whatever they can to make sure that they don't lose, which is what I've been saying and you've been saying on the show for years, because they understand that the accountability to be had is going to be harsh and is going to be steep. And for some of these people, it could include literal death. So they are going to do whatever they need to do. And that includes another pandemic. That includes war. That includes whatever they have to do. Because what would you do if you knew that if these other people came in and gained power, you were likely to spend the rest of your life in prison or actually be executed?
For the crimes you committed.
What would you be willing to do to make sure that the other team doesn't get back in power? And the answer is anything and everything, which is what makes this time super dangerous for all of us.
Yeah, man.
These people are radical extremists, and everything they say, everything they point at and say, you're this or you're that, that's what they are. They are masters of gaslighting. They are masters of projection. We can see this stuff happening. They say it's not happening. You're imagining it. Biden goes on TV every single day and talks about Bidenomics when every single American statistically is in a worse place, okay? The average credit card defaults are at an all-time high. All right. The amount of difference in expenses for the average American family is $9,000 per year to live. How can you come up with an extra $9,000 if you're making $60,000, $50,000, $40,000 a year? That's a quarter of your income that these people have expunged out of people's lives. And they have the nerve to go on TV and say, oh, this is great. Everything's going well. Jobs are being created, thinking that people forgot about how the economy was shut down for 2 fucking years. And what they're actually doing is giving us the data on the jobs that are coming back, not actual new jobs being created. And they think that we are stupid. And this is going to continue. And it's going to continue over and over and over until these people are held accountable. And it's up to us, the citizens of this country, to call for accountability and to demand accountability. These people are traitors. They do not care about America. They do not care about you. They only care about themselves and their agenda, which they believe is the right thing to do, which makes them extremely dangerous, because nobody is more dangerous than a person that is really dumb, that believes they're doing the exact right thing, that also doesn't mind doing whatever is necessary to get the result that they want. You understand?
Absolutely.
That includes over the history of human beings. This is why wars start. This is why genocides happen. Like, people say, oh, genocides, why does this happen? Because the people that are doing the genociding believe it is actually the right thing. And people do not understand this in this country. We give everybody the benefit of the doubt. We give everybody the high road. We do not call things for what they are. And it's put us in a very dangerous situation, because these people have the power right now, which means they have the power to start a war, which means they have the power to release another pandemic, which means they have the power to keep the borders open, instigate crime, all of these things, inflate the currency. These people have the power to destroy America right now, because we have been looking in other places for the last 12 years. It's very, very dangerous. And they think they're doing the right thing. And I think what's happening here is they're kind of crossing the Rubicon, so to speak, meaning they are they are now having to buy fully in that what they've done is wrong, and they understand now they're playing defense, and if they don't play defense, it's going to be literal life in prison or death for them.
Yeah.
So we're in a very dangerous spot, dude. Over the next year, especially year and 4 months, it's extremely dangerous to be an American. Like, I'm not throwing anything off the table. I think these people are capable of burning the world down, and I think that's what they'll do if they think they're going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. They'll roll over the ashes.
Yeah. I mean, that's my opinion, man. I don't know. You guys let us know what you think, but that's from my observations. You guys who have been listening for the number of years that we've been doing Real AF since 2019. I mean, how many times have I missed the mark? How many times have we missed? Not very many. And so I'm very concerned about the next year and a half. Now, I'm going to approach it as if things are going to get better. I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm going to be the best that I can. I'm going to act as if things are going to get better. And if we all do that and we all live our lives that way, things will probably get better because we control the culture. This is why we talk about personal excellence being the ultimate rebellion, and that culture change rebellion versus, guns and grenades type thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like this is about changing culture. And if we change culture, the politics will change. So, I'm going to go as hard as I can with the understanding that things are going to get better. And if they don't, we'll deal with it. Let me ask you this. If you're willing to pull a fake fire alarm to stop a vote, are you willing to fake a pipe burst to stop a vote counting?
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
That's one of our flag words.
Are you, if you're willing to pull a fake fire alarm to stop a vote, are you willing to intentionally sabotage voting machines in Arizona in the governor race so people can't vote? You see what I'm saying?
What other votes have they tried to do?
Hold on, bro. This is how they operate. People don't understand this. Like, this is what you guys have to understand. This is what these people fucking do. It's what they do. They're not, if we continue to play a game where we are taking the high road and we understand that they do not, we will lose that game. We will lose that game. If we were playing baseball and we said we don't take steroids because we don't believe in steroids, we're better than steroids, and every other motherfucker out there is taking steroids, guess what?
We lose.
You're going to lose. And that's what we're dealing with. And we're dealing with this virtuous mentality and this I'm better than this mentality from the American people, when in reality, sometimes you got to get in the fucking fight. Sometimes you got to beat the shit out of people. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. Sometimes you got to do ugly shit to win. And this is one of the times where the people of America should not turn the other cheek. And they should say, this is bullshit, and we're going to not stand for it.